Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to Cloud Test Lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
I'm taking these web services, and these web services will be taken by iPhone, Android, Windows. And what they will do, they will communicate with the server. iPhone will communicate with the server. Let's see whether you are getting a proper response for iPhone. Take the same web service, and Android will communicate with the server. See whether you are getting a proper response. Same applicable for your Windows. Communicate with your server. See whether you are getting a proper response. That means that here we are checking whether the same web services is working with the different devices. We will never write this middleware is common. Remember one thing, this middleware is common. That means what I will do is I will use this middleware for different devices. Like for iPhone I will use this middleware, for Windows I will use this middleware, for Android also I will use this middleware. Now here, right, we will do different kinds of testing, like the device testing and then security testing and authentication testing. We will do this kind of testing. Fine. And this is where, right, tester will fit, right? This is where tester will comes into picture. Most of the times, right, we will fit here. Most of the times, right, we will do our operations and we will do our activities here. But sometimes, yeah, we will do here. Sometimes we will do web services, but right, most of the times our job will be here. Right? Authentication testing is nothing but, right, verify whether that particular web service is, right, giving that proper response without any authentication problem. See, say for example, what will happen is, right, just imagine, right, you are opening your like some banking application, right? I will open my login page. Yeah, it's opened properly. When I enter username and password, click on sign in button, it will go to next page. After going to the next page, then what I will do, I will copy that URL, close the browser, and open a new browser and try to open that copied URL. What will happen? It should navigate back to login page. That means, right, you are verifying the authentication. Now, usually our job is here, right? Usually, right, our job is in right, front end only. Like we will test in the mobile devices most of the times, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes we will test in web services. Web services also we will do. Yeah. Fine. Here in this front end, what we will do is we will test that applications in the mobile. So what kind of testing we will do? Right? Usually what we will do, we will, I mean, here, right, I gave some testing types, but going forward I will give that strategy how to test that mobile applications. There I will talk about more testing types, what kind of testing we need to do. Here I give some high level testing types. in detail I will provide later stages. Now here, right, what I will do once my application is ready, right? Here my developer is developed my application. Once my application is ready, then what I will do, I will test my application in terms of installation testing. What do you mean by installation testing? So I have to make sure that, right, my application is installed properly, and I have to make sure that my application is uninstalled properly. Then I have to do my functionality testing. Like I have to make sure that all my functionalities are working as expected. That means, right, I have to do my functionality testing. This is similar to your manual testing. Whatever you will do in your manual testing, the same thing will be done on your mobile application. Right? When you are doing your manual testing, means you will do in the desktop or whatever your machine. However, here we are doing our functionalities in the devices. That's the difference. Now, next one is compatibility testing. Compatibility testing is very important for mobile application testing. What do you mean by compatibility testing? Make sure that my application is compatible with different devices, right, or different versions. That means, right, what will happen if you take Android, right? Yeah, correct. Right. If you take that Android application, I mean, if you take Android OS, right? Android 2.3, or if you take any Android version, right, the same version can be used by different people. Like Samsung will use Android, Motorola will use Android. As a tester, I have to make sure that my application is working with both my Samsung as well as Motorola. That means compatibility testing is nothing but testing that application with the different devices, different platforms, different OS versions. Now, how to make sure that my application is working with different OS versions. If you take Android, you have so many versions like 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 3, 4. We have many versions. So what we will do, we will make sure that application is working with different platforms. And also, you have to make sure that it is working with a different vendor. That means, right, my Samsung is using 2.3, my Motorola is using 2.3. What I have to do, I have to make sure that it is working with both the devices. That is my job. Fine. Now, UI testing. For mobile applications, UI is very important because, right, look and feel is very important. When you open that application, right, the very first thing we need to do is UI testing, user interface testing. You have to make sure that that application is properly fitting into your device, that is properly aligned into your device. All your images are properly coming into your device. You have to make sure that all the functionalities are fitting into your device. When you observe that, right, say for example, if you are working with your ICICI Bank, just imagine if you are working with that, right? When you open that ICICI Bank in your desktop, see how it is coming. When you take that app into your mobile, see how it is coming. What they will do is, even though the same application, if I am using into my mobile, what they will is, they will redesign that application in such a way that the application will fit into my device. So that's the reason, right? UI is very important. Right. And you need to do your interrupt testing, right? You need to do your interrupt testing. See, this is I'm not giving this overview with respect to what you call development. I'm giving this with respect to testing strategy, right? If you're talking about development, right, you will have a lot of things like they will design and which layer they are using, and then how the data is flowing, how the data is coming. So there will be a lot of things. But here, I don't want to talk about development architecture. I wanted to talk my testing architecture. What kind of testing I need to follow on each and every layer, and where tester will fit into that layers, right? That's the intention. Right? I don't want to talk about development and all. Right? If I'm talking about development, right, there should be a lot of layers and a lot of discussions need to happen. Right? So, and also what we need to do is we need to do this interrupt testing. Interrupt testing is important for your mobile application testing. The reason is when I'm working with my application, I have to make sure that my application is not interrupting by any of the other source. What do you mean by that? Say for example, if I'm working with my one application, when I'm working with the application, if I'm getting any incoming call, when I'm getting that incoming call, I have to make sure that my existing application is not getting any problem. It's not closing. It's not getting any interruptions from the incoming call. So like this, right, you are having a lot of things like calls, SMS, you have so many things. That also we will be discussing going forward. What is interrupt testing? What kind of interruptions are available in your mobile application? Those stuff. Yeah, many things like messages, alarms, and network. So many things are there, right? We will talk about that interrupt testing, right? What kind of testings are available, and then how to do this interrupt testing for the application. Right. So this is our application. And also, if you see this, right, here, this is right, this integration testing will be done by this developers, right? There is no point of testers here. But web services, yeah, web services, right? Testers will be involved here. Testers will do this. Testers will do a part here, mobile web services, and here SOA is nothing but service-oriented architecture. Here, this device management testing, yeah, we will do sometime. We will check sometime. And then security testing, right? What we have some tools are there will be a separate team, right? Other than testing and authentication, we will do. And this complete testing will be done by the testers. Installation testing, functionality testing, and then compatibility testing, UI testing, and interrupt testing. See, middleware will be tested with the help of web services. Always you can test your middleware is nothing but testing the web services. If all the web services are working fine, then you can say that my middleware is good. Middleware is not having any issue.
Prasad, this is Nilima here. I have a just very quick question with this regard. When you are saying that we test the, we do the web services testing in middleware, that's where my question is like, if only a mobile app accesses the, is that if when we click a mobile app, does it access the web server to web services?
Yeah. See here, right? See, this is the front end. You cannot see that front end. What will happen? Say, for example, if you are acting something, right, you will get that response, and you can see in the front end. There, you cannot see your web services. What you will do is you will test these web services separately. Like what you can do, right? Web services are nothing but, right, say URL. So what I will do is I will give that URL. When you are opening that URLs in your browser, what will happen is you will get the response from your middleware, right? This is a separate part. Don't yeah.
So my question is, even in case for example, if we open a Bank of America website through our mobile, then will that also access the web server? I mean, will that also be using a web service?
Yes. See, let me give you one example. Web services, right? You're talking about that, right? Let me.
Yeah, I'm quite confused about that.
Yeah, no problem. See here, right? When I'm talking about web services, right? See, when I'm implementing my application, right? This is my application. Say, for example, right? You are saying that you want to say that Bank of America. You want to say that. So this is my application. Now I wanted to implement this application with like right? I wanted to implement with Android and Windows and iPhone. So I wanted to implement this Bank of America application with different devices. When you want to implement it, right? See, what do you mean by that? Here, right? When I want to implement in Android, I need to write my login for Android. I need to write login for Windows. I need to write my login for iPhone, right? That is a time waste. So what I will do in the middleware, what I will do, right? In the middleware, I will write a function called login. In the middleware, I will write a function called login. And what I will do, I will, as a middleware developer, I will give these web services to all the mobile web developers. So what they will do now, while writing this iPhone guy, he will point to here. What I will do, my iPhone developer will point here, my Android will point here, my other also. Right? That means, right, no need to write login page for each and every application. So how much time it will reduce? Let's imagine. So this is the way the web services will work. So what I will do, I will write a common component. So say for example, this is a login for my Amazon, whatever that Bank of America. And what I will do, I will give these web services to the developers. What developers will do, wherever it is required, simply they will give a reference here. And once you are opening that login page, then your iPhone will hit this web services, and these web services will hit your middleware, and middleware will give the response as login page, and the login page will be displayed in your iPhone. That is the logic actually. See, let me explain you again. Right? What I will do, right? Say for example, yeah. Fine. So as an iPhone developer, right? No. We are not a developer. Just I'm trying to explain you that logic. Okay. We will not check the code and all. We will check whether that services request and response is coming properly or not. We are not the developers, right? See here, right? What I will do in the iPhone, just imagine, right? In the iPhone, what I will do, I will use this URL. When you are using this URL, iPhone, what it will do, it will search this login services, because here I use my login reference. So it will search this. Once it is searching this web services, right, will go to that server, right? It will go to that server. It will go to that whatever that server, and it will get the response here. Now it will go to that server. It will get the response back to your web services, and web service, what it will do, it will display the result in the iPhone. That means it will display the login page in your iPhone. That means as an end user, you don't know what is happening in the backend. Backend, this is the logic. Now similarly, in Android also, when I'm opening my login page, already while writing my script, I gave my reference. That means I gave my web services. It will go here, it will go to server, get the response back, and it will display here. That means right here, no need to write the login page for each and every device. Right? If I'm having the different platforms, say for example, iPhone, Android, BlackBerry, Windows, I'm writing my application for 5 platforms. That time, right, no need to write the login page for each and every platform. Instead of that, we will create a web service called login, and we will keep in the middleware, and each and every mobile developer go there and hit that login page, and they will get that login page into the device. That is the logic like behind your middleware, right? Hope you are clear.
Yes, Prasad, thank you. So it's just certain functionalities on the web page which will use the web services. It depends, right?
Right.
In case of a mobile app, it will definitely access a web service, right?
Yeah, everywhere. Mobile app is nothing but right web service only, right? See, when you are opening your application in the normal browser, that is not a app and all. It's a not like mobile web only. That's a normal thing. And remember, right? Again, I am saying, right? Here, I am not talking about databases and all. See, I am not talking about with respect to developer and all. This is our testing point of view. We are not testing the database. Okay. See, mobile application, we will test the middleware. Middleware is the main core for the mobile application. Here only, middleware only, everything we will maintain. Okay. Here, if you want, right, you can keep one database here. Everything will be resides in the middleware. See, whenever the application is nothing but in the mobile application, all the details will reside in middleware. Okay, fine. So this is our mobile.
Prasad, so the server is the same and we access through mobile or?
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.